Welcome, everyone, to the March 26th Lower Southampton Township Board of Supervisors meeting. Can we stand for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
It's great to see everybody out here tonight. I'd just like to announce that Supervisor Castle had prior obligations for this evening, and he will be missed. The Board of Supervisors held an executive session at 5:30 where we discussed personnel. The Board of Supervisors also held a workshop at 6:30 where we had met with a Mr. Kevin Burkus from Portnoy Law Associates. He came to speak to us about delinquent fees and his ability to help the township collect these delinquent fees. Mr. Everett spoke about paving of the tennis courts at the Dolphin Park, spoke about a sewer issue on Andrews Road. He also spoke about having the bathrooms redone at the Playwicki Farm. Mr. Coppin spoke to us about the speed hump upcoming project on Harding Avenue. He also spoke to us about purchasing a high-pressure jet truck that is on the agenda for tonight. Mr. Coppins also spoke to us about how the township has been doing storm pipe installs throughout the township and how, with the hard work of him and the Public Works Department, it has saved us about $37,000. So I want to thank the Public Works Department and you, Mr. Coppins, for that. That's terrific. Mr. Mulholland spoke about new programs in the spring and also working with the Assumption BVM Church for the use of their fields. Mr. Italia, head of zoning, spoke about the permit portal and the tree ordinance that's on the agenda for tonight. And Chief Crimmel spoke about the Brownsville Bridge road closure, which is going to be happening at the end of this month, and also how the remodeling of the locker room in the police department is going and purchasing some new lockers down there. And with that said, at this time, I would like to open the floor to public comment. If anybody would like to come up, please state your name, your address, and as always, a 3-minute time limit. Mr. Cates, sir.
I know you folks know I'm a tree hugger. I was pleased to see that in the township's website, they posted a program that PICO is sponsoring to give you a free tree for your house. So all you have to do is sign up for it. They will give you the tree, and they point out that the tree will save you money with air conditioning and heating costs depending on where you place that tree. And I'm sure you've heard me say it before, but when I first moved to this township, and I've looked about last year, the tree cover in this township has decreased by 20%. And at the same time, the ambient temperature is in the summer is increased by 10 degrees. So trees are important. That's all I want to say, but the public should actually sign up for one of those free trees because it will save you money with your air conditioning. And you got to do it soon because I started to do it. There was 5 varieties of trees they were offering. There was only 2 varieties left. The rest of them were already taken.
Mr. Cates, could you also state your name too for public record?
I'm sorry, yeah, James Cates.
And your
or Jim Cates, or you can call me anything but late for supper.
And your address too?
504 Orchard Lane.
Thank you very much, Mr. Cates. I appreciate that. Thank you.
How do they apply?
Pardon me?
Did I miss it?
Online.
Oh, it's online? Where at?
PICO.
I have it on the manager's report.
Manager, okay.
The website.
Okay.
All right. Anybody else out there tonight for public comment?
First, I'd like to point out the irony of a tree hugger from Orchard Lane. That's great. Anyway, nice.
I didn't move there because it was Orchard Lane.
Mr. Chairman, I have a little bone to pick with you, and I'm hoping that you'll understand and agree with me and perhaps start the clock again. Last time I was here, first off, my name is Glenn Stevens. I'm from 345 East Merle Avenue in Feasterville. Last time I was here, I came up and I'm doing what I believe my civic duty by exposing problems I have with Mike Italia, which I think everybody should have, but apparently I'm the only one. Well, I started out, some Mike Italia fan from behind me started talking over me. So I turned and started speaking with that person who was talking over me, and then you scolded me, telling me to only speak to you. Wouldn't it have been more appropriate, sir, if you told the person speaking over me to wait for their 3 minutes?
No, you're supposed to address the board at all times.
Nope. But, so anybody can yell at me from behind, and that's okay?
So listen, you're wasting your time right now, too.
I'd like to clear this up, because there were many times, like the last time a policeman got sworn in, and he said, I swear to protect and serve. I wanted to yell out, don't serve Mike Italia, you serve the people. But I didn't. So you're saying it's okay to scream out from the peanut gallery? That's what you're saying? That the person should be able to talk over me whenever they want to?
I'll respond back. I want to give you your 3 minutes.
Why can't you respond now? I'd like to move on. You guys are really tough, I gotta tell you.
You're not going to hear anything.
It's not you speaking, it's the mids.
Right. You're not going to hear anything you want to hear, Mr. Stevens.
I'm asking for logic, sir. Is it logic to scold me? And anybody can yell at me from the peanut gallery?
We would like to hear logic from you, Mr. Stevens.
I've been giving logic and truthful statements every time I'm here, sir.
Sure.
Every time I'm here.
Sure you have.
God's honest truth.
I believe that you believe.
Just because you won't look at the proof doesn't mean it's not true. I realize I'm special, sir.
You are.
I am. Mr. Dillon can falsely accuse me of slander. You have no problem with it. Somebody can yell at me from back here. You have no problem with it. A month ago, Mike Italia made up a story and told lies about me. You have no problem with it. I realize how special I am. I really wanted to talk more to this person who was the Mike Italia fan.
I'm right here.
Oh, I wanted to talk to you as the Mike Italia fan. Are you familiar with that Harry Weinstein guy? He was a very good...
Yeah, Mr. Reynolds, please, let's not engage. Mr. Stevens is supposed to address the board. You'll have your time to come up.
You're singing the praises of all the good stuff that Mike has done. Well, Harvey Weinstein was an excellent movie producer. He made a lot of people a lot of money. Do you think the victims that he raped care how good of a movie producer he was?
Mr. Stevens.
Over on the East Coast.
That beeping that you hear, you know what that means? Yeah.
So, do you want to give me an answer now? Anybody can yell out, or has that changed now?
Okay, you can sit down, and then I'll have a couple comments. I'm not going to go back and forth with you.
I don't want to go back and forth. I just want to yes or no.
I think you absolutely want to go back and forth. You've been going back and forth now for about 2 years, year and a half.
I wish there was a lot more. I wish there was a lot more coming from you guys.
Yeah, there has been, but
I just asked a perfectly logical question.
Sure. It's my turn to talk now. I feel like I can speak for myself. I can feel like I've been talking to a wall for about since the time you started here, Mr. Stevens. From the first time we spoke on the telephone, you told me that the property wasn't yours. Now, you can argue with me and you can tell me no, you never said that, but you know what that is? That's a bunch of bullshit. You've been coming up here and making false claims
No, sir.
to everybody here, people in the crowd. You basically have been telling the board that, the police chief is connected, our solicitor's connected, I'm connected. Chief, have you ever been, connected with Mr. Italia any time in your life prior to Mr. Italia coming here?
No, I first met him here, in this room.
Right, and that's the same way with everybody here, but you like to throw all these, bullshit statements out, Mr. Stevens.
I didn't say
really go.
connected.
It's my time to talk, okay?
I'm sorry.
And it's kind of ridiculous. We can't even have. We actually like to, maybe bring, the Cub Scouts groups, the kids groups in here from the schools. We're like almost afraid because of the way you act. We have residents, we have residents who reach out to me. People are shaking their head and back. The way you act, it's an embarrassment. It's really getting old because we've told you what you have to do. You choose not to do it, but yet you want to come up here and complain about Frank, myself, the chief, Mr. Italia. Who's it going to be now? Oh, Mrs. Reynolds in the crowd. That's who it is now. Go figure. So you know something, Mr. Stevens? Your time is done. Time for you to sit back down. Thank you.
I was complaining about her. I was explaining
Thank you, Mr.
letting her do what
Stevens.
she did
Thank
to
you,
me.
Mr. Stevens. Your time is done. Anybody else tonight for public comment?
You sit and listen to me talk.
Sure.
Okay. After the next person. Sorry.
to see you, Mr. Chrysanthus. How are you?
Okay. I have some questions on further things on the agenda. Can I ask them then, when those agenda, when the agenda comes up?
Which item is it?
Well, depending on what the information is. It might be like number 6 or other things, if I hear.
It's not a town hall. So if you have, to me, in my opinion, because that's just going to engage in a back and forth, so if you have a question about the agenda item,
Well, I want to hear the information first before I comment.
You
Then-
always have the right to have a comment when we're having a hearing.
Okay.
a hearing.
One thing is, I was on the website the other day for the Board of Supervisors, and you have the budget workshop meetings, and it's 2024 meetings, hasn't been updated.
Well, we can take care of that. Yeah, I believe you. I believe you, Frank. All right, we can update that. That's no problem. Thank you, Frank. Anybody else for public comment?
Erica Reynolds, 104 2nd Street. Kim, I want to say thank you for finally saying something tonight, because not only me, but other residents in this township have been very uncomfortable coming to these meetings. Quite frankly, I stopped for a while, okay? I myself have spoken to Mr. Stevens in the beginning when all this happened and explained to him legally what he needed to do. I do have a legal background. I'm not a lawyer, but gave him suggestions. He decided not to follow them. I came here last week not to come in and rebut him, but come in here and thank Mr. Italia for the help he's done as a zoning official, to thank Chief Krimmel, because I've seen a huge difference in my neck of the woods in the township in traffic issues, and let's face it, we haven't seen a bunch of crazy posts on Facebook about accidents on Street Road in front of Acme lately. So things are changing, and I came here to say thank you instead of people being chastised for doing what they do. This is a thankless, selfless job. On top of it, Mr. Stevens doesn't even know that Mr. Dillon had to recuse himself when I reached out to his law firm about something because it had to do with the township, and he's our solicitor. That's not corrupt. You guys on the board are not corrupt. The chief himself, one instance, I have 6 kids. One of them was bad. I had to rely on the chief to make a call, not be a friend, be a call, and make sure my kid was punished. Hardest decision I ever had to make. And as someone who I respect in this township, did it selflessly. Mike Italia, any question that I have regarding zoning has answered honestly and openly, okay? And to, for 1 second, say anybody in here is corrupt is disgusting. It's appalling. You're absolutely right, Mr. K. We cannot bring children in this room if we are going to come in here and berate and act that way. You come in, you voice your concerns, and be done, and you listen. I'm here tonight because I knew this was going to be an issue. I knew it, but I came because I wanted to see what was going on with this thing that's being presented tonight. I'm really digging my heels in, and I'm not allowing people to deter me from coming here. However, this room is emptier because of behaviors. And one more thing about our potentially corrupt chief. That man has seen and been through so much that he doesn't need garbage thrown at him over being corrupt about cobblestone. Get a survey on your property like the zoning rules say to, and then you'll know if it's your property or not. But to say that these people are corrupt and that our township is upside down, we've put that garbage behind us years ago. That's why there's new people here. So I'm standing up here to say that I don't find any corruption, and that there's residents in this township that want to come here and talk about things and can't because of behaviors in this room. So I want to thank you again, Kim, for saying something, and I will put this to rest, but just know that me yelling out is because of your behavior.
Talk to me.
You're right, but you talk to me.
All right. Thank you, Mrs. Reynolds. We appreciate that. Thank you. Okay. Anybody else out in the public for public comment tonight? All right, seeing none, we will close public comment. We will move on. Excuse me, folks, please.
Not my land.
Please, excuse me, folks, please. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, folks. All right, now we will move on to the consent agenda. All right, folks. Consent agenda, A, approval of minutes, March 12th, 2025. B, approval of accounts payable, March 26th, 2025. C, approval of certain recurring monthly bills, March 26th, 2025. Do we have a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Thank you, Mr. Ottinger. Do we have a second?
Second.
Thank you, Mrs. Bowman. Any discussion from the board? Seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carries. Line item 2, minor subdivision and preliminary final land development for classic JAI 190 West Street Road, Feasterville, Pennsylvania. Mr. Dillon, sir.
Yes, Justin Gennady's here on behalf of the applicant. This application deals with 190 West Street Road. It's a proposed subdivision into 2 lots. One is 0.5 acres with an existing motor vehicle fueling station and a 2,335 square foot building. The other is a proposed retail space of 4,860 square feet retail shop. I prepared a draft resolution, which has been numbered Resolution 2025-14. Mr. Gennady, have you had opportunity to review that?
Yes, I have.
Is it acceptable to you?
Yes, it is.
All right.
Okay.
Make a motion here?
Would you care to?
Sure.
Been through the
Mr.
plan many
yeah.
times.
Mr. Ottinger, I believe, would like to make a motion, so the motion would read to adopt Resolution 2025-14, granting approval of the application at 190 West Street Road. Mr. Ottinger had made the motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
All right, second by Mrs. Bowman. Any discussion? I do have one question, maybe some of my other board members might too. Mr. Italia, correct me if I'm wrong, but this has gone through our zoning department. Can you tell me what type of things they are not allowed to sell there?
So in the restrictions, so we said no smoke shop, no liquor license. It's not approved for a restaurant. It's a retail space because they have limited parking. So it's going to kind of be, scaled back a little bit. And this is like a second rendition, it kind of different orientation. It was more like parallel to the street the first round, so that's why you're seeing it this way. Give them a little bit better flow, better parking and whatnot, so.
So you had said tattoo parlor, smoke shop, no alcohol sales.
Like, when I say not restaurant, meaning like it could be a sub shop, cheesesteak place,
Right.
something like that.
Okay.
Take grab and go. You're not looking for the dine-in option.
Vape shop, smoke shop, tattoo parlor, store, no beer or wine sales from Lot A.
And Lot A is the existing gas station as well.
Right. So,
Terrific.
pretty clean.
Great, thank you. Any other discussion from the board?
Just one question regarding item 4B, the stormwater management.
Yes.
Is that plan already done, or is that going to be a land development issue?
No, so this is a land development, this is a fully engineered land development plan that you're
Okay.
voting on tonight. We do have a full stormwater system, and as part of our zoning decision, it's not only managing the stormwater from the proposed lot in the back.
Right.
It's also taking 25% of the existing Lot 2 to help improve stormwater concerns of the region
So
there.
it's one of your variances for about 20% over the impervious surface, so.
Yeah, and that was more of a zoning thing because of the subdivision itself, but yes, that has all been worked out with your engineer.
And it's all going to be underground, I assume?
Underground, under the parking lot, and
The
again,
maintenance for that?
it's going to be managed by your township. You have an agreement for stormwater management, and it's going to be recorded with the plan.
All right, that's all I have.
Any other discussion from the board? Seeing none, opposed, or excuse me, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carries. Very good. Thank you, Mr. Gennady. We appreciate it. We also appreciate your applicant, your client, working with the zoning board for those restrictions. We appreciate that.
No, we appreciate it as well. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. All right.
Tell Mr. Murphy we didn't miss him.
See how much smoother it is without him? Tell him that.
All righty, thank you. Line item 3, consider authorizing purchase of a Vector ramjet trailer-mounted high-pressure jetting unit for Public Works. Mr. Coppin, sir.
Thank you, Board Chair. Looking for approval to authorize the purchase of a Vector ramjet trailer-mounted high-pressure jetting unit for Public Works at a price of $92,169.30.
All right, Mr. Coppins.
With the Bulldog nozzle included.
Question for, what is the warranty on something like that?
A year.
1-year warranty?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, then. So the motion would read to authorize the purchase of the Vector ramjet trailer unit through Grand Turk Equipment Company, Inc. for the amount of $92,169.30. Do we have a motion?
I'll make that motion.
Thank you, Mrs. Bowman. Do we have a second?
Second.
Thank you, Mr. Ottinger. Any discussion from the board? Seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carries. Thank you very much, Mr. Coppins, for that. Line item 4, consider authorizing the solicitor to represent the township in the Trinerta Realty Holdings Zoning Hearing Board application. So,
And just to be clear, that's to oppose the application.
correct. So, I can speak about this a little bit. This application is the old boarded-up Getty station out there on the corner by the Buck Hotel. Quite some time ago, I had sat in at a zoning meeting where the applicant had came in front of the zoning board. I can tell you that I had some concerns with it. It seems like the zoning board had some concerns with it. I had spoken to my board members, so we are here now to basically, send an attorney over to give the applicant and possibly assist the zoning board on how we feel about this project. So at this time, I would like to read the motion, and that is to authorize Grimm, Bien, and Thatcher to represent the township in the Trinerta Realty Holdings Zoning Hearing Board application. Do we have a motion?
I'll make that motion, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Mr. Peritano. Do we have a second?
Second.
Thank you, Mrs. Bowman. Any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion does carry. Line item 5, consider authorizing the advertisement of the amendment to the tree ordinance. Mr. Italia, sir.
So this is in light of all the deadfall that's been happening, the incident there when that child was killed, to kind of really start being able to have some teeth in an ordinance to make sure people are taking care of trees that are specifically deceased and identified for removal. Also, a little bit cleaner in the public way, within the right-of-way, and whatnot, so that the township can have, again, additional teeth. Other municipalities nearby, this is similar modeled from Upper Southampton and Warminster townships that have a very proactive tree ordinance and tree maintenance program. So this would also kind of bring in an arborist to kind of help out, since we're not an arborist and can't identify what's healthy or getting ready to become a deceased tree, kind of getting that on the books as well.
Terrific. Thank you, Mr. Italian. We appreciate you working on this because, I think it's something needed. Great. So the motion would read to advertise the amendment to the tree ordinance. Do we have a motion?
I'll make that motion.
Thank you, Mrs. Bowman. Do we have a second?
Second.
Thank you, Mr. Ottinger. Any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstention? Motion carries. Line item 6, personnel. Mr. Dillon, sir.
Well, there's two issues coming before the board this evening. One's an employment agreement with the chief, and the other item to be discussed is potential raises for administrative staff.
All right. So we have two,
Yeah, I think Steve is going to handle it.
okay. Mr. Peritano?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. First, we're going to make a motion to accept a employment agreement between the township and our current chief of police, Ted Krimmel. Ted was initially appointed chief of police, if I remember correctly, May 2017?
April and May 2017. A new agreement has been long overdue for Ted, and we've been working over the last couple of months to be able to bring one that satisfies everybody's concerns, and I'm very happy that I was able to present it to not only my board members, but the chief as well. The agreement is in 3 sections. The first is the actual employment agreement. The second is letters of job responsibilities, and the third is an addendum that also includes guaranteed pay raises over the next 3 years of 4.5%. And I would like to make that motion, and I'm looking for someone else to back it up.
The motion is to authorize it's already executed by the chief, and
Right.
authorized to be
I'm sorry.
executed by the chairman.
As the solicitor stated.
Very good. So we have a motion on the floor. Mr. Peritano, I believe you had made that motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
Thank you, Mrs. Bowman. I almost feel like calling you Mr. Castle. I apologize. I just looked to my left and I apologize. So we have a motion, we have a second. Do we have any discussion from the board?
I just want to make some comments. I want to thank the chief. I've done a lot of contracts in my 13-plus years of working with municipalities, and this was the first one that was fun. So, or at least for me. At least for me. I don't know if it was fun for Ted, but I just want to thank the chief for his good faith and taking on additional responsibilities as the emergency management coordinator. And this is going to be beneficial for everyone involved, and most importantly for our residents, because it adds some stability and security into the position that the chief well deserves. So with that, I yield.
Thank you, Mr. Peritano. We also want to thank the chief and also you, Mr. Peritano, for all your hard work. Any other discussion from the board? Seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carries. All right, Mr. Peritano, one
I have
more.
a second motion on the, want to make a motion to create a salary adjustment for the township manager, Joe Galdo, retroactive to January 1, 2025. This is for the year of 2025 to include an increase of 4.75%.
Very good. So do we have a motion as stated by Mr. Peritano? Or Mr. Peritano would like to make the motion? Okay, do we have a second?
Second.
Mrs. Bowman, thank you. Any discussion on the board, from the board? Seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carries. Mr. Galdo, anything else for personnel then this evening?
No, thank you, Board Chair, and thank you, Board, for the raise. I appreciate that. As far as the manager's report, you want me to jump into?
Yes.
You got
Yes. Manager's report, Mr. Galdo, yep.
All right. Just touching base on what Walt said in the work session, Township Cleanup Day is coming up for Saturday on April 26th, again, starting at 9 o'clock in the morning. If people want to volunteer, please contact the Recreation Department, or you could just show up in front of the Administration Building, and hopefully we'll be able to assign you certain parts of the town that may be needing some cleanup. Sanitation rebates, again, running through May 31st. Currently, as of late yesterday, it was 643 rebates issued, and $32,150 has been rebated to the residents. American Red Cross Drive is Tuesday, April 8th. That's at the Sarah Mitchell Community Center. That runs from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Again, if you could call 1-800-RED-CROSS to schedule an appointment, that's a great need and a worthy choice to give blood for people. As far as PICO, and Frank, this goes to your issue, Frank Chrysanthus, PICO in conjunction with Arbor Day Foundation is asking or allowing people to sign up for a free tree, and please reserve your tree on arborday.org/PICO, and that should be on our website as well. It's arborday.org/PICO. And that's all I have, Board Chair.
Terrific. Thank you very much, Mr. Gallagher, for that. Moving on to supervisors' comments. To my left this evening, Mrs. Bowman.
You got it right. Well,
Joe talked about everything I wanted to mention, but I just wanted to say I have participated in Arbor Day, and it's kind of cool. You pick out a variety of tree, and it just comes to your house. You don't have to pick it up, they just send it. Also, for anybody that feels that they are uncomfortable coming to a board meeting, uncomfortable because a certain member of the community feels that they are here representing the community, I would encourage you to come anyway. Thank you, Mrs. Reynolds, for speaking your mind and coming back, because we value your involvement. No one should speak on your behalf. The only people that should speak on your behalf is you. Your community members, your independent thinkers, your individuals. No one has the right to come in here and say they are trying to protect the community. They don't represent the community. We represent the community. So I would encourage people to continue to come out. Don't let one bad apple ruin, your whole experience in the community. You should take part in local government, and don't let one person's opinion prevent you from attending and taking part. So, thanks, and just remember the kids are out. It's going to be warm this weekend. Please slow down, stop for buses, and watch for kids on bikes. Have a great rest of your week.
Terrific. Thank you, Mrs. Bowman. Mr. Peritano, sir.
Yes, I just want to thank the public for coming out, and those at home that are watching. It's great appreciated that you take an active role in what's going on in your community. Again, I want to thank the chief. I don't know if the public's aware, but the chief has 33 years of service with us? 34 now. 34 now.
He's aged in the last couple of
Right. I don't know if the community realizes, that we're unique, that we happen to have a homegrown resident, spent his entire career here, 34 years, plans on spending a number of years more with us. It means a lot when you have your homegrown people, representing your community. So, I'm glad the chief decided to stick around. So besides that, that's all I have.
Thank you, Mr. Peritano. Mr. Ottinger, sir.
Nothing tonight.
Alrighty then. That's going to be a tough one for me to follow up with, but I will start off by saying, because I know Mr. Chrysanthus always asks, our next meeting will be April 9th. Once again, the Brownsville Road Bridge project is starting at the end of the month. The road will be closed, I believe they had said, for anywhere from 12 to 15 months. So please, everybody, like most of us, we'll probably all forget at least once, but we just got to bear with it. Secondly, it's always great to see two of our incredible members from one of our local fire departments out there tonight, Mr. Jenkinson and Mr. DeJesus. Terrific seeing you both. Thank you for all your hard work. And with that said, at this time, can I get a motion for adjournment?
Motion.
We have a motion. All right. All in favor?
I'm just surprised I beat him to the motion.
I'm the only one that voted aye.
Motion does carry. Thank you, everyone, for coming.